Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. If you joined us in our first MEPC 83 video, you'll remember we explored everything there is to know about MEPC 83, the IMO's bold plan to get shipping to net zero.
Yep, and how ships will be scored on something called GFI, the greenhouse gas fuel intensity. Go too high, and you pay serious penalties. But act early, and you could avoid paying such hefty penalties.
In this part, we're going deeper. Not just the rules, but how it all adds up. What exactly is this penalty? How is it calculated? And why ship owners should pay attention to this matter?
Hello, I am Master Ishida from the Biomass team. In the last video on MEPC 83, we discussed different scenarios for different ship owners with different levels of emissions. Remember, there are two main elements, the technical element and the economic element. Based on the technical element, ships must lower their greenhouse gas emissions per unit of energy over time to meet IMO's GFI limits. And based on the economic element, if ships don't meet the GFI target, they must pay penalties for every ton of extra CO2 they emit. Now, you might be wondering, how are these calculated? Well, today, let's explore this with actual numbers. To begin understanding the calculations, we need to determine first the different targets, direct compliance target, or DCT for short, and base target, or BT for short. So, how do we calculate these targets? Let's start with a baseline year at 2008. The industry average in 2008 was at 93.3 grams of CO2 per megajoule, and that's our 100%. DCT, or the direct compliance target, is basically the strict, mandatory GFI a ship must meet. It gets tougher each year. From that, we can calculate future targets. For example, by 2028, ships must reduce GFI by 17% compared to 2008 industry average. So 93.3 times 100% minus 17% is about 77.4 grams of CO2 per megajoule. That's your DCT for 2028. Now to get the base target, BT for 2028, we multiply 93.3 with 100% minus 4%, which is the base target for that year, which gives us 89.5 grams of CO2 per megajoule, and that is our base target. This means that if your GFI levels are below 83.0, you're compliant and can even earn surplus units that you can bank or sell them to other ship owners. Between 83.0 and 89.6, you pay Tier 1 penalties, which is $100 per ton CO2 equivalent. Above 89.6, that's Tier 2 penalties, which includes both Tier 1 and Tier 2 penalty, and it gets expensive. All of these details will be fixed sometime later in September or October, so stay tuned.
So that's how the numbers work. Whether you're just over the line or way past it, every gram of CO2 matters, and so does every dollar.
The message is simple. Act early, reduce emissions, and avoid penalties. You'll save money and help green the future of shipping.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Got questions or thoughts about MEPC 83? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.